Full Speed Ahead or Proceed with Caution by Henry Enix. This case study goes in depth into how social networking and internal enterprise are helping businesses run more effectively. By using these strategies, companies are able to work more together and be more connected with how and what they are doing. Management factors, traditional processes, organization's ability to provide motivation, organization assumption, insufficient trusting users, an example, enterprise resource planning system. Organization. When trying to set up internal social networks, many companies found that the employees were very resistant to change. Enterprise and social networking systems were not at the core of how most of the surveyed companies collaborated. About half of the survey respondents said that the internal social networks had very little impact on employee retention, the speed of decision making, or the reduction of meetings. Technology. In the corporate environment, ease of use and increased job efficiency are more important than a peer pressure in driving adoption of social networking technologies. A majority of IT professionals consider their own internal social networks to be average or below average. And the biggest reason they cite is low adoption rates on the part of employees. Content on the networks needs to be relevant, up to date, and easy to access. Users need to be able to connect to people that have the information they need and that would otherwise be out of reach or difficult to reach. BMS uses IBM Connections, a social platform for collaboration, cooperation, and consolidation of social networks. It features tools for employee profiles, communities of people with common interests, a homepage for each user to see what is happening across any person's social network and access important social data. Carlos implemented Salesforce CRM with the Salesforce social networking tool Chatter. Some employees were cautious at first because they believed that since they already used email and Facebook, they didn't need another social tool. However, Chatter changed the way they worked. Why they were successful: making the tools more accessible, demonstrating the value of these tools in pilot projects, employing a reverse mentoring program for senior executives, and training employee experts to spread the new social tools and approaches within the company and demonstrate their usefulness. And because Carlos employees work more socially, errors are down by more than 30%. They are able to produce more cakes more rapidly. They can see sales and transaction patterns more in depth, and they have access to a dashboard that allows them to instantly view store performance. Role of management: fostering global collaboration, creating stronger networks across regions and departments, creating a less hierarchical culture of sharing, reducing the confusion of which tools are intended for which job. Chatter is now the standard for internal communication from order to delivery. If someone is away from the job, that person is still included in the communication and process for that cake. Upon returning, the person who was gone can now view any changes that have been made to the cake. Yes, companies should implement internal enterprise and social networks. They are cheaper and easier than other systems, and these systems are improving productivity. In conclusion, these social networking systems are changing how companies work together for the better. By allowing employees to always feel included with the project, people are able to work better together. These networks are also allowing companies to see everything that is going on within a project. These networking systems are great, and I would be surprised if more companies did not switch to these in the future. Questions: why would companies not want to use these networking systems, and will more companies switch to these in the future? Answer 1. Companies may see backlash from their employees who do not want to use social networking systems. Some may think that they already have plenty and adding another would just become a burden. And answer 2. I think many companies will switch to these social networking systems as they see them actually working and creating better productivity for companies that use them. These networks also make social connection easy and fast.